What is up, my Nuggets? Captain Insano here, and I'm bringing you a gameplay from Black Ops. This happens to be my second gameplay. I wanted to post my first gameplay, but I couldn't do that because it lagged out. Lag has been the issue so far with this game, and that's about it. Everything else seems to be alright, but we'll get into that later. Second game, I'm using the M16. Get the first blood right here. Playing Domination on WMD. I don't really know what that stands for. That's the map name. And we're playing Domination. So what I figured I'd do in this game, I'd be a little strategic. I figured I'd flank up one of those sides. I picked the right side to flank up and just try to go right for their flag that they captured, because obviously they'll be spawning there. So I decided to do that, and it seemed to work out very well. This gameplay is pretty sweet for the second game I've ever played. Second time I've ever played Black Ops. I pick up my spy plane there. Also, you know, just like a UAV. Spy plane, you know, that's what it is, UAV. Perks I'm using. I believe I'm using Hardline. No, not Hardline. I'm using whatever the regular ones are. I think it's I honestly couldn't tell you until I die. We'll find out in a minute. I forget. I picked up the care package there. That's the 5 kill streak, and I'm just sticking around their spawn right here, looking at my spy plane, tell me where they are, and I'm picking them off one by one. I get the 7 kill streak, which is the helicopter, attack helicopter. It doesn't do very much. I don't think it's very powerful, but that's okay. We don't want kill streaks to be too powerful. What I'll do now is I guess we'll get into the game, what I think about the game, my first impressions, how it compares to Modern Warfare 2 and Call of Duty 4, and you know, just my overall rating of the game. Okay, so first of all, you got the guns. The guns are the same tier guns. You got assault rifles, shotguns, sniper rifles, and light machine guns. The light machine guns don't have very big mags. They have magazine, you know, like clips. They're like a little bit bigger than a regular assault rifle, but they're not as big as they were in Modern Warfare 2. They didn't have those, you know, 300 round clips like the RPD used to. So that's all right. It's not a big deal, but they're pretty powerful. You can run decently fast with them. One interesting thing that I found was that the AUG is an assault rifle. It's not a light machine gun, so that's pretty interesting. I think that's going to be a very powerful gun for an assault rifle. Calling the care package here, and it happens to get me dogs, which is just godly. The dogs, it takes one bite to kill a guy. They rip it up. If you saw my other video, maybe I'll put a link in the description. With the dogs, they're just ridiculous. I believe they got me 11 or 12 kills here. You can count. I'm not sure. I suggest using them. If you unlock them, they're the 11 kill streak. I think they're 2,500 points. No, 600 COD points. It's in a CP. Unlock them first and use them. If you can get up that high, they're so worth it. Now, you might say that they're overpowered, but if you can get 11 kills without using other kill streaks, maybe you deserve it. You know, that's pretty much your opinion. Whether you deserve to get the dogs that even just load on even more kills on top of your 11 kill streak, or if they should not be as powerful and the kill streak should be play a lesser role in the game. That's up to personal preference. I think it's a good thing. Most people will be like, oh, you know, kill streaks, we can't get them, so they're not good. I don't want them to be powerful. But that's up to you. You can see right here, they're just loading the kills on. I get a couple of triple kills in a row with them. It doesn't say triple, but they're just back to back to back. And as you can see, they're just tearing it up. The guns are balanced. They're very balanced so far, from what I can tell. The only thing you might say, oh well, there's noob tubes and flamethrowers. Well, they're balanced too. You can only have 2 canisters of flamethrower, which is it's 100 rounds, but it's like a 5-second spray. Close range, the flamethrowers are very effective, but obviously they can't shoot very far. And you have to reload just like a regular bullet. It's like a big bullet, I guess you could say. It's a canister of gas that, you know, obviously makes the flame. So once you run out of that, you can't get any more. Scavenger will not allow you to pick up more canisters, which is a good thing, because if it did, that'd be a little bit overpowered. Shotguns in the game are completely useless. They're terrible, in my opinion. You have to be like right next to the guy, and you gotta shoot him twice to kill him. It's just, they're not powerful at all. And they're a primary, so you'd think they'd be more powerful, but they aren't. That's a little bit different than Modern Warfare 2, where you had the Spaz and the Model 1887s at first were just completely ridiculously overpowered. So I think it's better that they're not as powerful, but at the same time, they're completely useless, and you're not gonna. It's gonna be very hard to do well with them, I think, especially when the maps on these maps are a little bit bigger. I feel like they're a little bit bigger than the other maps in Call of Duty 4, World at War, and Modern Warfare 2, except for some of the big maps like Bailout and such. Let's see what else I could talk about here. Domination. It's the same setup as Modern Warfare 2. You got 3 points, A, B, and C. Try to capture them. First one to 200 wins. Alright, here's the perks. I'm using Lightweight, Sleight of Hand, which I had to buy, and Tactical Mask. Obviously, Lightweight makes you run faster, Sleight of Hand, reload faster, and Tactical Mask prevents, I think it lessens the damage of Nova Gas. I'm not sure. I honestly don't even give a shit, but you can look it up if you really want to know. Okay, I don't know how many kills I got here, but right now I'm flanking out the right side. 2 guys. The one thing that's been... I'm really freaking ADD today. Just switching subjects like crazy. Boom. The one thing that's really been a problem so far is lag. For those who don't use Call of Duty terms, it is slow, it is glitchy, it does not connect a lot, you drop connection a lot. Most of the games I've been in, I've lost connection to the host because the host is just... they have no signal strength, or they just leave the game and the whole thing crashes. So the lag amount has been excessive so far, but on the upside, it's not like Modern Warfare 2 where the first day it came out, there was so much people going online, the servers couldn't handle it and the whole thing crashed, you couldn't even play. So at least you can play. However, the lag is really killing a lot of the one-on-one matchups when you get close to a guy and you shoot him and it doesn't kill him and you thought you killed him, you know, stuff like that. But that should be fixed in a couple days, I would assume. It's getting better as less people later at night. Less people go on, and you can see that lag is getting. It's a lot less lag. Love that word, lag. Lag. You ever seen the Online Gamer? Oh my God, so funny. Reckless Tortuga. If you haven't seen them, you have to go check them out. Just type in Reckless Tortuga, Online Gamer. You've got to have seen it. It's so freaking funny. Another gun that I think a lot of people have been using right now, MP5K, I don't know if it's MP5K or not, I forget. Don't even care, because I don't use it. It's, everybody's using with a silencer, and it seems to be like the class of choice, or the gun of choice. Especially in Search and Destroy right now, everybody seems to be using the silenced MP5K. And, I don't know, I'm hoping it's not going to end up being like the UMP, where it's a submachine gun that's just too overpowered. It's got the power of an assault rifle, but you can run as fast as with it as if it's a submachine gun, which it is. That would be a little bit upsetting. That would throw off the balance of the guns, I think. However, so far it doesn't seem to be that bad. Yeah, M16, I really liked it, and then it just when the lag really kicked in, it kind of killed me because the 3 bursts. It would I don't even know how to explain it. That was a fail right there. That was a fail, guys. If you're still listening, I love you long time because I'm failing right now. I don't know what else to talk about. Anyway, I'm a level 25 right now. I just got the customizable reticle sights, so when you get a red dot, you can make it a little smiley face, you can make it a triangle, you can make it different colors, you can make it a nuke symbol. So I'm interested to go and switch my red dots up. I just got camos also. I think the camo so far, the only camo that anybody seems to be using is the tiger. It's like an orange, like a dark orange tiger. There it is. Boom. Look at that timing. That was excellent timing. It's just so hot looking. That's got a skull reticle on that. It's pretty cool, I think. It's a FAMAS, I believe. See, this is what's happening. Connection interrupted, and I just get kicked right out of the game. It's too bad. I forget what my score is. It'll show in a second. Look at this guy wiggling around. 33-7, guys. Keep watching. Captain Insano, signing off.